It has finally happened. I have had an exposure to COVID. And much like many of you, you probably have been exposed recently and had to do some sort of quarantining. And maybe you are still in a quarantine right now, or maybe you're about to quarantine. So, with that being said, I know that you are asking yourself, Jimmy, what guitars are you bringing with you into quarantine? Well, I'm glad you asked, and that question will be answered right now. Stick around to the end because I have a brand new guitar that came with me that arrived just earlier today. Guitar number one, first one up, is this one right here. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it looks so good in the light like this. This is my baby, my baby. Yeah, I think it's a 2019 Kiesel Zeus. It's headless. This is my main gigging guitar. There's a couple reasons I brought this with me. First things first, I need something to teach on, and this covers a variety of different styles. I can pretty much throw anything at this because I got super hot humbuckers and a 5-way switch. Also, I've been doing some recording and I just wanted something that kind of has my, some of my favorite sounds. So between the comfort, being able to teach on it for long periods of time, and then being able to record many different styles on it, it was kind of a no-brainer to bring this one along. Next up, I have something that you definitely won't expect, and that would be my Ibanez headless bass. So this is the Ibanez EHB, I think it is, Ibanez EHB 1000S maybe, which is, I don't know what the E stands for yet. Normally I'm really good at decoding Ibanez names. E, I'm not sure, maybe electric. Then HB is headless bass, and then 1000 is probably just a number. S, I think, stands for short scale. They make a model of this that's multi-scale, and that might be the MS. I don't have a lot of bass students as it is, but the reason I brought this with me is because I'm tracking music on my own. I play all my own instruments typically, and I wanted to have a bass with me for those moments when inspiration strikes. When it comes to basses, I'm extremely picky, much like my acoustic guitars. I needed something that's super versatile and super comfortable. And as far as the headless aspect goes, it's well balanced and it has that supreme Ibanez quality to it. It's got a 5-piece neck and it's mostly maple, and it's got bird's eye maple on the front, and it's just really, really comfortable. On top of that, we've got this wicked pickup setup here. They're Bartolonis. When this switch is up, the pickups are passive, and when it's down, the pickups are active, which really helps for recording some really heavy stuff sometimes when you drop this, when you drop tune this. Really nice to get the active thing going. Also, if I want something nice and passive though, then there's that option as well. For me, it's awesome because the tonal versatility of this bass is just second to none. Also, I just thought of this, but with the fact that you could have it active or passive, it's a really good bass for quarantine, because if you really like active pickups, then you could play with active pickups, but if your battery dies and you can't leave your house, to be able to switch it to passive is extremely helpful. If you're liking the video so far, just hit the like button below so it does go out to more people. Thank you very much in advance. Guitar number 4 that I have with me. This is not guitar number 4. What's wrong with me? Guitar number 3, I have my Strandberg Boden 7-string. This is the Boden Classic. That's the one. Got the whole kind of old Strat pickguard and the, old Strat knobs and stuff like that. I got this in the heart of 2020 pandemic time, and it was just kind of like my keep myself sane guitar, and it was just so inspiring. And I've been recording a lot of heavier tracks recently. This is not only my 7-string, low B guitar, but it's also my drop A guitar, and it's also my regular drop D guitar. On top of that, the multi-scale element for any drop tuning is really nice. You don't realize how much more solid drop D feels, or any drop tuning, when you have a multi-scale instrument and the proper strings even. Then it's just a next level. Their extended range guitars are so comfortable because of the ender neck. The ender neck is comfortable on 6 strings, but it's a whole different level of comfort when they're on a 7-string. So right before coming into quarantine, I have received a box from our friends at Sweetwater. And this is something that I've been waiting for a long time now. Guitar number 4 is the brand new... Look at it. This is the brand new Ibanez AZES, which stands for Ibanez Essentials. And this thing, I can't stop looking at it. It's just gorgeous. Don't let it mislead you. That's not gold hardware. But it's so good looking. And there's a slight age in the pick guard that you can't really see. Let me see if I back up if you could see it a little bit better. So I got sent this because I've been just dying to try one of these, because for those of you who've been following the channel since almost day one, know that I think the AZ is one of the most perfect guitars to be built in the last couple decades. As popular as it is, I think it's still supremely underrated. I have no other guitar that really can mimic a Strat tone over here right now. I could do okay Strat variations, but this is great because not only do we have a nice HSS setup, we have a 5-way blade switch, and on top of that, we have the Dynamix switch. And this is in, whenever you have an HSS with Ibanez, you don't get a 10. It's not a Dynamix 10, it's a Dynamix 9. You have 9 tone variations with an HSS setup. It's got like jumbo-ish frets. They could be medium jumbo, don't quote me. It's got the nice C-shaped neck that I like, that the AZs are kind of known for right now. It's nice and thick. It fits in my hand really well. I'm a huge fan. And something else that's so awesome is that they have this nice cutaway. It doesn't have the full carve like my big AZ, but it's got a nice cutaway. It's super transparent when you climb up the fretboard. So it's super comfortable. And you have 9 tone variations. So why wouldn't you want a guitar like this when you're quarantined somewhere? You have so many options. That, my friends, is all 4 guitars that I brought with me to quarantine for a little while I teach from home. I will be leaving a link below to this guitar, so go check that out as well. Remember that all the gear in my videos is always available in the links below from our friends at Sweetwater. If you pick it up from one of my links, it's no extra cost to you, and it helps support the channel. Thank you guys so much as always. This is the Working Class Musician YouTube channel. I am Jimmy Franklin, and I will catch you next time.